Going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On the bench today is the Holyton HT02 mini drone. Holyton sent this over for us to have a look at today, guys. We'll start with the box. Modularized battery, 360-degree flips, 3 speed modes, and altitude hold all listed on the box. Not really anything else to look at on the box here, so we'll put that aside. Already got the drone out of the box, had it out for its first test flight a couple hours ago out at the park, and this thing did amazing. For a little drone, I was impressed. We'll get to that flight footage here in a moment. Let's see what was in the box, though. You got your manual. Manual is something that you may want to read because it's got some instructions in there on how to get this thing up in the air, which are kind of crucial. I do go over that in the flight review, so you'll see it there. Everything you expect to be in here, though, is in here. How to operate the drone, functions of the transmitter are all listed in there. Other thing that was in there, paperwork-wise, was just a little battery safety sheet there. We have 2 spare batteries that came with the drone and the transmitter there, by the way. 3rd battery is in the drone, and a goodie bag. Let's dump that out and show you what was in there. So in the goodie bag, we had 2 charging cables that came with it. You have these guys, which are your prop guards, little mini screwdriver, and that's for the back side here to undo the battery cover, which, by the way, takes 3 AAA batteries to power up. It also comes with a little spare screw here in case you lose that screw, I guess. I lost the screw, dropped it on the floor a few minutes ago, so maybe I'll use that spare screw to put in there. And we do get 4 spare props, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all that was in the box right there. It's concealed in the transmitter. I like that. Let's pull it out of there. It's got a nice metallic red body on it. There's your 1 cell, 220 milliamp hour battery, proprietary. You get 3 batteries, so that's cool. Your, I believe, advertised flight time is somewhere between 6 and 8 minutes, if I read correctly, and up to 90 odd feet. I think it said 98 feet of range with no obstructions. Plug it in there. You got a bright white light on the front. This is the standard model, by the way. It does have a Wi-Fi FPV model that has a camera instead of that LED. I prefer the LED, to be honest with you. For daytime flying, it helps you keep your orientation. We got blue lights up front, red lights at the back. If we're going to bind it, well, let's just turn the transmitter on. Let's bind it, and all those lights are going to go solid. Up, down on the left stick, everything goes solid. Now, I do review this in the flight test, but we'll look at it quickly here. Your calibration button is your down button here. You want the drone to be on flat ground, the rear of the drone facing the transmitter like this, and it says that in the manual. I believe it's for headless mode and return the home to function correctly. So just calibrate like that. They're going to flash. They stop flashing. You're calibrated. We're good to go. We have 3 speeds. There are the 3 beeps there. That's 3rd rate of speed. Back to 1st. If you push this one down, that's your flip or roll button. You just push that and whatever you want to do. Up, down for flips, left, right for rolls. The trim buttons are over here, forward, backward, right, and left trims right there. Right here are your, well, you got your headless mode and your 1 key return the home right there. You have 1 key takeoff, 1 key landing right there. On the left side here is your emergency stop, and right here, well, we've already done that, it's your calibration button. That's really there is all to look at on the transmitter, guys. Like I said, this thing was a rock star out there today. Had a great time with it. That bright white LED there, it is what made it so enjoyable, to be honest with you. To keep my orientation, I took it out a little ways, and I was always able to see that light to keep my orientation. Alright, we got the HT02 out here for its first test run. We're going to do it outside here. Was a nice day, kind of starting to get a bit ugly out, but we're going to test it out regardless. You can see the white light on the front there is flashing. We're going to put that drone away from us, so it's facing away from us, back end towards us. Turn on the transmitter, up, down on the left stick, calibrate it, and we're good to fly. The reason we want to make sure that we were right behind, because in the instructions for the headless mode and the return the home to function correctly, we want the drone to be set up this way. Up in the air. It is getting a little breezy out, so I'm going to start right away in 3rd rate so that we have a fighting chance. We're going to keep it relatively low to start with. Testing out a bit of the range here. Everything seems to function as it should. You can see that as I'm spinning there, you can see the bright white light. That LED is super bright. That all seems to work great. We're going to do a little flip right now. Let's get it a little closer so maybe we can actually see the flip. There we go. Nice quick flips there. Do some rolls. Perfect. That all works great. Now let's put it in headless mode. And I can see the white light there. Here, we'll put the white light towards us so we know the drone is facing us, and we're going to hit forward on the stick. And you can see it's going away from us, and we'll pull back and it's coming back towards us. So headless mode is functioning properly. Let's take it out of headless mode, and that light should be solid, which it is. Now let's just go straight out and let's test out the return to home. Long press on the same button. You can see the drone is coming back towards us slowly because there is a bit of a breeze, but it is functioning properly. So we'll take that out of return to home just by getting back on the sticks here. Now you do have an emergency stop button, which with something this small might be important if it's flying away on you, and that is the left hand button here. And the drone will fall out of the air just like so. We can fire. Oh, and I believe when you hit emergency stop like that, which we did, we need to recalibrate the drone. So let's set it back up, hit the calibration button, and we're good to go again. We just wanted to recalibrate it. It does recommend if you crash it or change out the battery to recalibrate it every time on flat surface. A nice range on this. It is also available in Wi-Fi FPV with a 720p camera. This is the standard model, which I actually like for flying outdoors, because check out, it's the white light. It does it for me. Like, it's so hard to you know, to see this drone when it's a ways away, but if you can see that white light, which I can, you're good for a little outdoor flying. Indoors, no problem. This thing is a rock star indoors. Let's get a little lower here so we're out of the breeze. And look at, it's pretty much steady there. I'm just going to trim it out a hair. And check that out. Like, this thing is an awesome little flyer. Not bad at all, guys. The nice thing about this too is it fits in the controller. Love these little micros. I had one before that didn't perform like this. This thing is quite a bit better than another model or another company's drone, I should say. The Holyton here, this thing works awesome. Now we're advertising. I'm just doing some flips. Approximately 6 minutes of flight time. And I lost orientation there for a minute, but I was able to turn it so I could see that LED again, and it's bringing it back towards me. So that LED is awesome. It's a fun little flipper. Barrel rolls there, guys. We can do a one key landing, which I believe is your long press on your right. No, sorry, that's return to home. We'll get that out. One key landing is your top button here, long press. And see, it'll go down to land. I'm going to bring it up though, because I'm not done having fun with it yet. We're in first rate now, and you can see it's pretty steady there. For indoors, maybe if you had the FPV model, first rate might be what you want to fly in. It's pretty steady there. Let's check out the yaw rate. Pretty slow yaw rate there. While you're in first rate. Second rate, quite a bit quicker. And let's check out the third rate. Get it up here a little bit. Let's check out that third rate. Yeah, decent speed on the yaw rate there. we're gonna fly this around until that battery is about ready to die. I believe the LED is gonna blink when we're in LVC. It's not blinking yet, so we've still got some flight time here. Zippy little guy. I like these little ones that are easy to control. And this thing is priced quite nicely. I'll have links in the description. You guys want to grab one of these, or even the FPV version for yourself, I'll have that link down there as well for you. Actually, I believe it's the same link. You can either just choose FPV or the standard version. Regardless, the link will be there. Check it out. Grab one for yourself, guys. You want a fun little drone for indoors or backyard flying, or a little park flying here, something close proximity. This is definitely one I would recommend. We're not going nuts with it, keeping it in range, just doing what it's meant to do. Have fun flying it. I wasn't expecting this one, guys, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting it to be that great. This thing actually is pretty darn good. There we go. You guys can see the LVC is now kicked in. The light is flashing on the front, so we're going to keep it low, but I'm going to take it around. We'll see. Maybe we'll throw a timer up on the screen. We've been flying third rate the whole time, and that's usually how I like to test out these drones for flight time. And it looks like we're going to have, I thought we were auto landing there. We're not. Sometimes you'll get a quick LVC, sometimes you'll get a few minutes of extra flight time. Don't believe we can do flips. No flips. The flip function, as usual with these drones in LVC, the flip function is disabled. So right now it's just basically doesn't really want you to do anything but get this thing back to where you took off from, and that's the purpose of the LVC. But it is nice to know if you do have, you know, an extra 1, 2, 3 minutes of flight time, and to see what the drone's going to do, because you may not notice it's an LVC without an audible reminder or an alarm. So I just want to see if it's going to cut out or if it's going to just auto land slowly. Ideally it would just auto land slowly, just like that. There we go. And that's it, guys. Wow, not a bad performance there with this one. Pretty impressed with it. So let's go recover this and let's wrap this one up. All right, guys, well, that's the Holyton HT02. Fantastic little micro here. I was very impressed with how it flew. All functions worked as advertised. Good range, decent flight time. Definitely one you may want to consider pick up. Like I said, link is in the description. You want to grab one for yourself. Nicest thing about this thing right now, guys, is I'm going to throw it right into the transmitter here, close that up, throw it in my backpack, and head home. Anyways, guys, you like this video, make sure you get a big thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button before you head out, and remember, don't be a stranger. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.